Ta-da! If you try one of these new PvP mode playlists and you're not getting any players, you get backed out to the main menu of the game, and then you have to rejoin, reload back into Lakeshore Online, and do it again. They have literally made this worse. People are backing out. People are going to keep backing out. This is the biggest issues. Only 5 on this server. Now we're down to 4. People are not going to stay after the race. This game, it should be put you right back into... You should stay online. Everybody's gone. It's just me. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give you the breakdown of everything, and then I'm gonna go into showing me realizing all these things wrong with this update and how bad it is. I've already uninstalled the game again. I'm done with it. You still can't see the layout of the tracks. This new PvP mode is separate from Freeroam. Freeroam is still the same. Playlists haven't changed. There's no Need for Speed Legends playlist there. All the content is still the same. Can't get a full lobby. And then you have these PvP modes. There's Quick Race, which is just random. And right now, while people are playing the game because it's a new update, a lot of people are already saying they're done with it and they're not going to play anymore. You will get into a race. Couldn't pick your car. Couldn't pick the tracks. As soon as you're done with any of these new PvP modes, everybody leaves the lobby. You have a chance to stay in your same lobby. Everybody leaves the lobby, and then you're by yourself, and you have to quit the playlist. It then loads and loads and loads, and it takes you to the main menu of the game where it's single player, multiplayer options, and then you have to go back into Lakeshore Online, wait for it to load, wait for it to load, wait for it to load, get back in, and then choose the PvP playlist again, get into a random race, get out, go back to the main menu. It's just a loading simulator. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. It is a waste of player time, and it should never be this way. And it's not, I guess, it's global matchmaking, but like when you finish and you're waiting in a lobby, especially if you're in the lobby for the R8 only race, it should fill back up because you're in an R8 only. So everybody queuing in for the R8 only playlist, your lobby should fill again. But it never does. You're left by yourself. So you have no choice, but that would be true global matchmaking. It would keep you in a lobby, people would join, and then you would just re-go into a race. But you have to back out, which is a huge waste of time. Now, if you only get like 2, 3, 4 players and everybody stays, after a certain amount of time, which is a long time, it will start a countdown and you can race with those few people. But nobody's going to wait that long. There's nothing about these, they say Need for Speed Legends tracks. There's nothing that signifies Carbon, Need for Speed, an ode to the good old days. Darius, you can get his R8 if you buy the premium speed pass, but you can't select the playlist. Even with the S Plus playlist, you can select your car. You can't pick the playlist. Everything's random. So these Need for Speed Legends weekly playlists, you can't pick them. There's no theme to it. It said themed playlist. There's no theme to them. I guess the only theme is you use the Audi R8 only and the RS6 Avant only. That's the only theme to it. And I guess the theme is because Darius drove an Audi. There's no Carbon theme here. That's a complete gimmick. They worded that completely wrong. So I guess like it is actual global matchmaking at first. But then once you do one race, that's it. And then the same amount of time that you spent racing those 3 races in the playlist is the same amount of time that you have to wait to load out and to load back into the game. It is a complete waste of time. It's not like the crew where you finish a race, you load, you're right back on the map. You queue up for another race, you're in your lobby, you go. Rinse, repeat. This game kicks you all the way out. And that is the craziest thing I've ever seen. So just some other things. I mean, the speed pass, I show a couple things. It's cool, cosmetics, the infinity wheels are cool and all. It's nothing that would make me buy it. I'm not gonna buy the premium speed pass. There's no point in me wasting my time doing races. And I have a feeling that once the game's out for a week and people see this and they see it's a waste of time, all these matchmaking lobbies, these PvP mode, it's going to be dead, and it's going to be the same problem before as the free roam. You're not going to get people in there. Another thing, these new tracks, that are in this PvP mode are not available in free roam. So if you just want to play the game normally and do free roam, I haven't played this game in 12-13 months. All of those races in free roam were the same ones as when I left. There's no new ones. They haven't rotated. Nothing has changed. They should have all the playlists available for you in free roam, but they don't. That's scummy. There's still no fix for the aux. Just throw that out there. Also, I just want to throw in that it looks like they recycled the old Audi kits that they had before. Yeah, if you get the premium, it looks like there's a new kit. But it looks like for the most part, there's no new kits outside of that. It's the same shit. So again, the same problem that Unbound had from Heat Payback 2015. It was all the same cars, the same kits. That nothing has changed here. Nothing has changed. And the rank system, there's nothing to it. It's just a number. There's nothing there. You don't get rewards. There's nothing for ranking up. There's no like every level you get something, every 10 levels you get something, you get a title, you get a banner, you get anything, any cosmetics. It's just a number. There's nothing to the rank system. It's just to be like, hey, I've wasted 100 hours of my life on this game and I'm ranked 200. That's literally all it is. There's nothing to the rank system. There's no point in having a rank system if there's no reward. This update is a big L. Everybody's leaving me comments. Oh, if they fixed it, blah, blah. No, they are wasting your time. You don't, it's a loading simulator. That's all. So anyway, let's get into the video. All right, so volume 6 is here. Now, I know a lot of you did not like my opinion on Let It Die. Basically, if you listen to the Q&A, they basically said, they never really answered anything. It was, well, we can't do this, or we're limited to what we can do. We don't have the team. We can't do this. We'll maybe look at that. The infrastructure is already in place. There's only so much they can do with this game. Hence why I said let it die. A lot of you mad about it. Look, this game should have been $30 instead of $70. It was released technically in early access. There was a ton of missing features. And if you can't like sit back and be like, you know what? You're right. The game was lacking a ton of multiplayer features. There's no new game plus in single player. There's just nothing. But look, a couple people have been playing while I re-downloaded the game so we could jump in and see here. This update is not it. A lot of people are commenting on my YouTube videos this morning. Oh, they fixed the game. Are you coming back? They fixed the game. Take down this video. Apologize. Blah. Like, shut up. Look, man, this is a lie. This dedicated PvP mode. For the racing purists, introducing the dedicated PvP mode, your direct gateway to the heart of racing action, accessible immediately from the MP garage. It's all about getting you into full competitive races faster and easier. This is a lie, and I will show you why in this video. I still stand by this. Just stop. They've made it worse, and I will show you how. This game is, look, I get it. You like the game, that's fine, but they're making it worse. Weekly PvP playlists. We get 3 new Audis, R8 Coupe, S5 Sportback, RS6 Avant. I'm sure that, I mean, RS6 Avant is cool. So this rank system, I haven't gotten into the game yet, but I've had some people tell me that it just seems visual. Like you rank up while you do stuff, but there's no rewards. There's no titles. You don't get anything for ranking up. It's just a rank system, so it's kind of pointless. Why have a rank system? And also, why is it in single player? I could understand if you would go through single player, rank up, be able to do a new game plus, and then continue building your rank. New game plus, build your rank. But if it's just single player, what the point is having a rank system if it's single player? It doesn't make any sense. This Need for Speed Legends content, Darius's custom R8, which I'm sure somebody's, instead of buying the premium pass, which I've never bought a speed pass, used the speed pass, I don't know exactly how they work. It says Need for Speed Legends themed PvP playlists. Now, from what I understand, they're kind of lacking, and it's a PvP playlist. Do you remember in 2015 when they did that update? And I think it was like 15 races to get Eddie's Skyline. It was like a whole like storyline and like races to do, and there was like dialogue and the phone calls, and they would talk to you. Doing something like that would be better content than adding a themed PvP playlist. What's the theme? You don't have any canyons on the map. There's not going to be a carbon style theme. It's just going to be a race, maybe named after it. It's not, how can you call that a theme? Anyway, Speed Pass. So look, I haven't played this in 12, maybe 13 months, okay? And I'm pretty sure I'm going to uninstall it as soon as 5 minutes from now. I'm going to show you all the bullshit that's going on. Also, you still can't see the layout of the tracks. Okay, the layout of the tracks, still can't see it. Volume 6, all new premium. Do we want to view it? Sure. We'll see what they got. What do we got? $10. Does it show us the speed pass? See, this is the thing. New dedicated PvP mode and rank system. Dedicated PvP where players compete in featured races. It's not dedicated. It's dedicated, but not in the way they're making it sound. Now, see, here's the thing. Like, during this Q&A, if this was actual global matchmaking... Now, I've said, like, I've always said that their systems are in place. They have a small team now, the West Renton Battlefield. They can't change this. There's no way they can just add global matchmaking. It's not a thing. They're very limited. And then in the Q&A, like I said, it's like, we can't do this, we can't do that. And if they really did make global matchmaking, they would have said something. They would have hyped it up. Hey, I know it's been 15 months since launch, but we actually have global matchmaking. Come back, enjoy the game, actual PvP, and it would have built hype. But they didn't, because that's not what it is. Failed to create a lobby right out of the gate. Haven't played this game in a year. Really? Okay, cool. Sick. Rewards, a decal. Sick. So I'm not actually in a lobby. Go to Speedpass. What do we get here? Premium reward. Okay, so it's just Infinity license plate. I mean, it's cool, but I'm not going to spend money for that. You have to pay to get the new car. The wheels are cool, I guess. They're doing the crew motorfest style stuff here. All right. I mean, nothing real crazy. It's nice that Audi's back. I will say that. But it's like, it's too little too late. I mean, when you release a game that technically was in early access, multiplayer at least, we shouldn't be charged full price and then 15 months after launch start to finally get some new features. But then at the same time, this isn't anything new. They literally just reskinned the matchmaking and it's still the same bullshit, honestly. Yeah, so nothing. Okay, there's Darius. Nothing. You can literally make that wrap yourself. I mean, the Infinity wheels are cool, at least. And they come with options. And then this is premium. So if you want the new cars, you gotta pay. Okay, so anyway, look. We're gonna play here, find game. Okay, here it is. Okay, so we can do Freeroam, or we can do PvP, which is a new mode, okay? Now, quick race, jump into any open PvP lobbies. RS6 Rush, street race events using the Audi RS6 Avant only. All races provide the same vehicle. R8 Redline, and then brand new S Plus street race events introduced. Okay, so I guess let's just try quick race, see what happens. Finding sessions. Okay, so quick race will throw you in, I guess, to another full lobby, but you can't pick the playlist, you can't pick the car, you can't pick anything. It's just, if you want to race, you're in and you go. All right, so we just finished our first playlist here. Now, it was quick race. We couldn't choose. My car was severely underpowered because it was a loaner car. Yeah, let's, what do we get? Anything crazy? Nothing? Okay. So here's the problem, right? This is the new matchmaking. If you don't do quick race, this is where you're at. You have to sit in here and wait for players to join. And it's not going to go until you get a full 8 players. Now, somebody did say if you wait long enough, as long as you have one other racer, it will eventually start a countdown. Okay, but this is the same thing as before. This isn't global matchmaking. This isn't get in and race quick. Okay, if you want to pick your car, pick the playlist, all of that, you have to create these lobbies and wait and hope people come and go. Now, you can't free roam while you're doing this. Like before, you could start the race, you could free roam, and it had the little counter, all that stuff. You have to sit here and watch this. If we quit playlist, watch what happens. Does it take you back to free roam? No. Watch what happens. It's taking forever. Ta-da! If you try one of these new PvP mode playlists and you're not getting any players, you get backed out to the main menu of the game, and then you have to rejoin, reload back into Lakeshore Online, and do it again. They have literally made this worse. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So even if you do the quick race PvP mode and you get a race, yeah, that seems to fill up. Okay, but it's random. You don't choose anything. At least if you just want to get in and race. Oh, now it's giving me my rank. All of a sudden it's going to give me my rank. We didn't even get one rank. Okay, so even if you do the quick race, okay, the quick race PvP here, after you're done, which you don't select anything, it's just like if you just want to get in a race, fine. That seems to fill up quick because it seems to just throw you in a lobby with people. I've only done it once, so I can't confirm if that's every time. It might just be a thing where it doesn't always throw you in. But when you're done and people back out, guess what you have to do? You have to then leave that playlist, get sent to the main menu of the game, wait for it to load, and then go back into Lakeshore Online, wait for it to load, and then come back to this menu. It should put you right back here. This is a huge, huge waste of your time. As a player, you want to race. You want to race. You want to race. This is horrible. They actually made it worse. Man, I don't know. Let's try R8 Redline. Let's see if we can get, let's see, just see what happens. You know, let's see what happens. All right, we're going to load in. This game is literally a loading simulator now. Whoa, full lobby right away. Okay, I'm sure because the update just dropped, there's going to be a lot of people coming in. I do have, here, I'll show you. I did have screenshots in the Discord of people joining lobbies and not getting a lobby, like where we just were after the race having to wait. So that's the thing. You might get into a lobby, but then everybody leaves a lobby when they're done, and then you have to completely back out of the game. Wow, what the hell was that? All right, so I just finished the RA playlist. A lot of desync, cars just speeding up, slowing down, going back and forth. Nothing was smooth. I mean, cash seems good, I guess. I'm rank 2 now, but here's the issue, right? 2 people already backed out. People are backing out. People are going to keep backing out. This is the biggest issues. Only 5 on this server. Now we're down to 4. People are not going to stay after the race. This game, it should be put you right back into... You should stay online. Everybody's gone. It's just me. So if I wait, there will be a countdown, but it won't initiate the race because it's just myself. It's just like how it was before. If you don't get any racers, you can't race. So the only option for me I am the only one on the server. The only option for me is to quit the playlist, which then takes me all the way to the main menu. Okay, so as much time as you just spent racing, you have to spend now loading out and then loading back in and then trying to get another race. There's no, it's not seamless. It's not, you're still in, because this is what they did, right? You still have your normal free roam, which is 16 player lobbies, can't get a race, okay? And now they have this, I guess, like weird kind of half-ass global matchmaking, right? But it's limited. And as soon as it's done, you have to reload the whole game. So while you can get a race more consistently, you're wasting all of your time loading. And that's not going to make people play. People want to seamlessly race and then get into another one. And then as soon as they're done, get into another one. That's not the thing. This is a huge waste of player time. And if you honestly think waiting 3 to 5 minutes to load back into a PvP mode is worth it, you're crazy. I'm sorry. Like Motorfest, you do the race, it loads, you're right back in the world, you can queue up for the next one, do whatever. This ain't it. This ain't it. I do want to try, I do want to see S Plus, brand new S Plus street race events. Let's see, can we pick or is it random? If it's random, I'm backing out. If we can't pick our car, I'm backing out. They might be new playlists, but come on. Now, right now, everybody's trying out the update, okay? Today is going to be hot because everybody's going to come back. And especially with how they kind of put the patch notes, it kind of seems like they fixed it. So as soon as, give it less than a week, the player base is going to die. I already have people in the Discord like, screw this, waste of time, all this loading, it's not worth it. It's going to go back to being dead, and then you're going to get in these lobbies, and it's going to be the same thing as free roam. You're not going to get full lobbies. People aren't going to play. People aren't going to want to sit here and load in forever. This is the stupidest thing. Look, we didn't even get a full lobby. We came in to do S Plus. Now let's see how many people back out. Okay, here, I'll move to the right side. Oh, we got a full lobby. Look at that. Now I will say that, like I just said, for now, makes sense. Oh, we can actually pick our cars. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? I don't know what's good. Let's just get into normal free roam and see what happens here. See if anybody's doing that. If any, I mean, we still haven't seen the Need for Speed Legends playlist, so let's see what's going on with that. Okay, we got some daily and weekly challenges over here. I think all that's been kind of the same. We do have 16 people on the server. How do I find the new Legends playlists? How do you know? Honestly, all these names look familiar. These none of these have changed. Yep, all these are the same. Again, somebody started a race, right? 3 people, 4 people, only 4 people joined. Same issue, you're never going to get a full lobby, and like I said, right now people are playing because it's a new update. So here's the thing, right? What is changed here? Nothing. Nothing has changed. All these are all still the same things. All of these playlists are the same thing from when I stopped playing a year ago. They should have everything available. So that means that all these new playlists are only in the PvP mode. So all these new playlists that they added with Volume 6, you cannot access inside of free roam, the normal way to play the game. You have to go into PvP mode and you have to hope that you get, it's random. You can't pick the new tracks. And these Need for Speed Legend weekly playlists, these themed playlists, where is it? Okay, so here's my question, right? Time until playlist refresh. Okay, so this is what I'm confused about. The new Need for Speed Legends content categorization is where history meets the future. To start, we're introducing Darius's custom Audi R8 Coupe in the premium Speedpass, and Need for Speed Legends themed PvP playlist kick off with a nod to where it all began. So where are these PvP playlists? That's my question. I asked in the Discord, I haven't gotten an answer yet. So we just went into normal free roam, and there was no playlist, no Need for Speed Legends playlist, nothing. And it said weekly, so is it just these 3 that are going to change? These are your weekly Need for Speed Legend playlists? So it's random. You can't choose what playlist you do. These are locked to those cars, and this one you can choose your car, but you can't pick the playlists. So what about this is Need for Speed Legends? How is this an ode to the good old days? How is this a node to Carbon and Darius? There's nothing here that signifies Darius or Carbon or anything. It's all random. You boys ready for this? Ready? Are we ready for this? Storage, games and apps, Need for Speed Unbound, delete. See ya. I suggest you do the same. This isn't it. They're trying to gain hype around old Need for Speed titles, and they literally made it worse. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. That's it. That's it. Well, I gave all the full breakdown at the beginning of the video. You know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.